Peekaboo. It might be too dark. Huh. It's the same light as usual. That looks like it's too dark. Oh well, we'll go with it anyway. So I thought I would show off. This was the rainbow yarn. It is not as green as it wants to show you. It's a little more blue. See little peaks of red here and there. There's little strips of yellow in there, but they're showing up green because this filter apparently puts green in, or yellow in. Anyway, it spins up. This is a triple ply. Can you see that? It spins up. Really nice. The colors just aren't true. I keep protesting that. I'm gonna keep protesting that. Hi, I see you. Anyway, just thought I'd show you. That's how that spins up. People, if you don't do fiber, you don't understand how pulling out 2 inches at a time in a little bit, how this becomes that, how the colors blend. Anyway, it's 8:30 at night. I think 4 people watched yesterday's video. Thank you. Yeah. At some point I'll figure out a niche, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm putting glue on my hand because I'm bored. Not bored with you, just bored in general. Did you ever put glue on your hand and do the wrinkles? Like that. When we were kids, we used to put it on our face and make ourselves old. Nah. Maybe next time. Let's see if this gives me a rash first, right? Anyway, I don't have a subject planned. Kind of winging it. Himself has surgery next Thursday, not tomorrow. So, yeah. You can come in. You don't have to hide in the other room.
You're recording.
I said himself, so he kind of like peeked around the corner. Hi. He's over there. I gotta figure out a different camera situation. I really do. I gotta figure out a lot of things. It's giving me a dirty look. I don't know why.
That's not a dirty look.
It was a dirty look.
It's a happy look.
It was a dirty look. Should I put glue on my face and make myself look old? You know, get the wrinkles?
Do it.
It's very similar to doing a mask. It just doesn't dry nearly as fast.
Do it.
He's like, do it.
Do it on video.
Well, it won't have time to dry because it takes too long.
Make a long video.
I'm not going to make that long of a video. Anyway, you put the glue down and then it dries and wrinkles and then you put your makeup over top of it and people can't tell you have glue down and you look old. I used to do it all the time. I don't know why. It peels off just the same as a mask does. Can help the pores a little bit. I had somebody explain to me one time that they didn't use Elmer's glue because it was a latex. And I'm like, no, it's polyvinyl acrylic. It's the same as acrylic paints. That's why you can use it as a blending medium with acrylic paints. It may have been latex once upon a time, or you may just be mistaking that it's a creamy white substance. Therefore it must be latex, but it's not a latex. Anyway, half of the facial masks out there use Elmer's glue or a product similar to Elmer's glue as their primary ingredient. And yeah, the ones that dry and peel. There's other things you can use. I used to make a whole bunch of bath and beauty products to sell. And I like the clay masks, but you can't peel them off. And this kind of mask doesn't do much for my skin because it does not pull it doesn't exfoliate for me. I'm just bored. You know? When the kid was young, he'd always go, I'm bored, and I'd be like, figure out something to do. Only boring people get bored. he'd get so mad at me. And now I use the phrase I'm bored all the time, but if you don't notice, once I say I'm bored, I immediately start doing something. Because once I've identified, I can go forward. There's been a lot of studies that link boredom and depression, that boredom is a form of depression. Which kind of makes sense, but kind of doesn't, chicken and egg kind of thing, because is it the depression that's making you bored, or is it the boredom that's making you depressed? But they did some studies on kids with MRIs and found that the brainwave patterns when a child is protesting that they're bored are the same as the brainwave patterns in a child who's known to be depressed. So that's their math. Boredom is a real thing. If you can't self-focus, you can't self-focus. And it's like people who can't self-soothe. Telling somebody who can't self-soothe to get over it ain't going to happen, because they can't stop the cycle on their own. They need you to stop the cycle. Yeah, I'm putting it everywhere. It's a real cooling feeling. And you can mix like peppermint, not oil, but like peppermint flavoring into it and get a real cooling feeling. Yeah. This isn't really a mirror. I can't really see that much in this. Because even though it claims there's no filter on, it does smooth everything out to the extent where I know I have blemishes, they don't show. And where I know I already have wrinkles, they don't show. So this is not a mirror. Plus I have a hard time figuring out where the camera is, where the angles are. Anyway, if you're bored, do something. If you're sitting there and you can't do something because you're bored, that's an executive function disorder. That's a short circuit. And one of my best tips for that is, if you can't break your cycle, find somebody in your life, talk to them in advance of a problem, and say, the next time I protest I'm bored, would you please grab me by the lapels and drag me outside for a walk? And then when that person out of the blue grabs you by the lapels and says, come on, we're taking a walk, understand it's because you gave them permission in advance. Yeah, can you see the bruising? That's anemia. That's one of the neat things in life, is that you can give people permission in advance for certain circumstances. If you ever find me drunk, please take me to the emergency room. You can commit me for a weekend if you ever find me drunk. Why? Because I don't drink to the point of getting drunk. And if I am drunk, there's something wrong. Usually it means I just got drunk on the sugar. And if I just got drunk on the sugar, then my blood sugar levels are going to pop and the doctors are going to freak out. So, if you ever find me absolutely drunk, not just, she's a little giddy, take me to the emergency room. You have my permission. I might be belligerent. I might be dangerously belligerent. Please don't call the cops, because the cops tend to shoot diabetics and hypoglycemics. Yeah. You can set up situations in advance. If this ever happens, these are my instructions. As adults, yeah, see, it's all over my face now. Yeah. I can make some crude comments, but I think I'll resist the urge. As adults, it is our responsibility to tell the people in our lives if we have situations where things should be dealt with. If you know you sleepwalk, every person who lives with you should know that you sleepwalk. That is not something to hide from your housemates. If you got a bad habit of falling off the wagon and shacking up with somebody you ain't interested in, but for some reason your neuroses lead you to do this, tell your best friends. Tell them, should I ever show up in this situation, slap me upside the head and tell me I'm being stupid. You're taking advice from somebody who just put a Elmer's glue mask on just for the fun of it. Yeah, it's been 10 minutes. Anything else I should talk about there, dear?
Komodo dragons.
That was one syllable for what I think was Komodo dragons? Comb-over dragons? Komodo dragons. Probably what St. George fought. Komodo dragons. Dangerous. Very, very dangerous pack hunters. Stink. You ever want to look evil in the face? I've seen evil in the face of a couple of Komodo dragons in the past. Yeah, well, we're not going to tell that story. What else?
Marine iguanas.
Marine iguanas, Godzilla. They taste good. They taste real good.
Marine iguanas. Marine iguanas, not land iguanas.
Oh, yeah, okay. Iguanas taste good. I don't have a story for marine iguanas right now.
In the Galapagos.
I don't have that story right now. He's striking out. He's used to it. Right?
Snapping turtles.
You're just picking random things now.
Well, they're all reptilian.
Yeah, they're all reptilian. Snapping turtles. Saw somebody lose a toe to a snapping turtle once. That was exciting. Saw somebody have a immature snapping turtle bite the top of their eyebrowy area. Snapping turtles are no fun. Taste good. What else? My lips are trying to stick together.
Anoles.
Okay, sweetheart.
What?
Off the lizards.
Why would you want to off lizards?
Because they taste good. I hope you can hear him. Anyway, it's been 12 minutes. I'll talk to you later. I'll post a photo of this when it dries just for the fun of it. My face itches. This may not have been a good idea. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye-bye.